I'm so surprised that in the story summon, they don't add paid Saint Courts, which is so dumb. I genuinely think they should fucking implement paid Saint Court button right here in the story summon. Because I can guarantee you, people that wants to roll a story gotcha will pay one Saint Court to roll the story gotcha. Because they will meme it for they'll meme it for the story CE, they will meme it for story servant, and in a weird way, I'm pretty sure a lot of the people will spend some Saint course to this daily gotcha. It's not going to be like giga profitable, but it will be a constant stream of profit of miniature amount, which is still W, and you get to drain more of the people's paid Saint courts, which is the important part, right? Because Lesengle slash Aniplex has to constantly come up with a way to make you lose paid Saint courts, right? Not just regular Saint courts. Fuck that. They've already doing that perfectly fine. They now need to concentrate on how can we utilize paid Saint courts more conveniently so it disappears faster instead of them hoarding it. One of the ideas should be one paid Saint court on a story banner. People will say, I ain't rolling on that shit. But when they are rolling and when they are high on their gotcha shenanigans, they will meme one paid Saint courts on story. I can guarantee you. Why? Because it would create a catalyst that some people will utilize slash excuse to say, I'm washing my hands. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing one story pull to wash my hands so I can get back on the MP5 grind. It's time to refill my Saint course with JP and NA. Yes, you should. I highly recommend you guys should refill for JP right now, because we're gonna get a banner soon, right? We're currently getting banners already, right? That shit's getting wild already. Like we already have the fucking banners coming up. The rerun banner's already here with Anniversary Servant and Anniversary Servant and the two. It's fucking wild because in a weird way, these three are actually really good fucking loopable servants that it's disgusting, right? Like she can go balls deep looping, she can go balls deep single target beat 'em ups, and then you do have to play niche with her, but you can utilize her rotation slash damaging herself very well. In a weird way, right? In a weird way, you don't want to foe her. You don't want to HP foe her. It's a weird thing. It's the same phenomena. It's the same phenomena as Hijikata. In a weird way, you do not want to HP foe her because of her ability. It's fucking wild. They definitely should implement paid on the story gotcha. I agree. They just need to do something about the story banner. Nobody touches that. I disagree. People do touch that, Elon, but I do agree that they should touch story banner so it's more enticing for veteran players and people who wants to do more gotcha to touch on that. Oh, you know what they should do? Oh, dude. You know what they should fucking do? They should implement a Destiny story gotcha. Hear me out. Hear me out. I think this is a genius idea. Okay, so hear me out. It's a Destiny story gotcha. Okay. Now it's not guaranteed. Okay, it's not guaranteed, but you can put like somewhere right here, right? You get to pick the 5-star and the 4-star servant you want, and you will get a little bit of higher rarity. Okay, like you'll get a higher possibility of getting them. It's the same concept that it's the same concept as AFK Arena has. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. You can't see me? The fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you can't see me. That's weird. The hell? Hello? Where am I? There we go. So, don't worry about this shit. Get off me, bitch. So, in AFK Arena, you get to go to the not Temple of Ascension. Noble Tavern. You've got all these gacha. But there's a gacha called Choose Your Desired Hero, right? By choosing your desired hero, this implements a, so it implements, Dimensional Hero, Duraku heroes are not included, all the chances that you can get. This allows you to gacha a servant that you want, and on a 50-50, if you lose the other 50-50, you are guaranteed to get this hero. It is a choose your rate up, right? It's choose your rate up, but it's story implemented, right? So you get to pick your 5-star and you get to pick your 4-star, and then you get to gacha roll, right? And then you'll have a higher chance of getting those. I think that is the best way to implement a better story, whatchamacallit. I think that's the best way to implement story gacha. Like, upgraded story gacha. Because that'll allow people to, like, look at all this wish list, right? Like, all this fucking wish list. Oh, shit, yeah, I don't need this guy anymore, huh? He's MP Ford. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, technically I don't need him anymore. I don't know who to MP5 first. I'll MP5 first. Yeah, the wish list is telling me to get rid of him because, whatchamacallit, I don't need him anymore. Is that an assassin? Slot's full? Yeah, take away that slot. I need the bridal princess so I can get a more tank. But anyway, sorry, I was distracted. That's kind of the implementation that I want the whatchamacallit to get. My bad, boys. We're back. Sorry. Lead by state courts alone? Hey, man, listen, I'm just trying to make it so people will get more enticed on rolling the story gacha, right? And this would also allow people to continue on to the story. Because, for instance, right, you can't get this boy in the story gacha if you didn't finish Ito 2. Or is he, like, permanent? Is he permanent or a story chat? Is the Stargaze Hassan permanent or is he story locked? I thought he was story locked. He's permanent? Okay, then that's perfectly fine. But I think it would be decently more reasonable to lock characters in story so you can Joe. He's not story locked. So, like, the reason why story locked servants are having time coming out is because the story lock gacha sucks. So, story gacha needs to get fixed. And I think by implementing the desired servants, right? Essentially, Destiny servant, your 5-star, 4-star of the story servants, and put those Destiny rolls on cooldown, right? Because if you go back to the last game that I talked about, this one has a cooldown as well. You have 4 times, in this game, you have 30 days, essentially. You have essentially 30 days And every time you summon like this, right? And I quickly summon. I'm gonna keep summoning till I get her, right? And then every time I summon, it's not guaranteed. This is not a guarantee, but if it's a, yeah, it's like you see how I had to keep gotchaing, and but even when I gotcha'd, I got her because that's the destiny desired character that I wanted. They'll probably put it on cooldown, right? Like you can still story gotcha, but the destiny cooldown should be like once a week, right? I think Destiny cooldown should be like once a week. So it will allow the people who want to story gotcha that said servant to constantly come back week after week after week. But you can still roll your servants, right? You can still roll your quote unquote story summon, right? AKA your story summons, which is like right here, all types of heroes. I think FGO should do that. Because if they should do that, they'll rack up more paid Saints. On top of paid Saints, it will be more regular Saints as well. I think on top of the fun Saint button on the story, I think they should implement a rate up for different sets of story. Only character once every 3 weeks, like the story banner will change rate up once every 3 weeks. Oh, like that. Yeah. Going back to my fucking yeah. Like I genuinely think AFK Arena has a really like big brain when it comes to banners, in my honest opinion with you. Because yeah, you're right. It has the same shit. Yeah, because right now in this rotation, if you use this scroll, right, aka a different type of Saint Court, you get to have these Mauler heroes, which is like the furries. You can get the furry heroes. But in about 4 hours, it'll switch over to it'll probably switch over to where the fuck is it? It'll probably switch over to I can't read because she's going so fucking fast. Um, it'll probably go over to the tree huggers, right? So yeah, I think what you're talking about is this, but in a 3 weeks rotation. Because this one has different types of characters. You're talking about each chapter, which I think is great. I genuinely think I think the chapter side might be a better idea. So like for instance, we'll have like one to 2 week or 3 week rotate. No, I think it should be 2 weeks. I genuinely think it should be 2 weeks, if not a week. No, I think it should be a week. Spiritual, I think it should be a week. It's a weekly rotation from Fuyuki F all the way to the current story. I think that's what they should do. Just keep fucking story rotating it. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. That's a fucking ingenious idea. What about a different currency / tickets you can use for story summons and give the player ability to earn those story seconds on a regular basis? While I agree with you, Analog, that will make FGO more diluted. So I don't think that is a good idea. I think it's a good process, but I think it's a bad implementation. One of the coolest thing about FGO that it's simple, right? That's the coolest thing about FGO, that it is simple. You just need to have Saint Courts, and you fucking gotcha. You have a paid version, you have a non-paid version, and then you have tickets. That's all you need to remember, right? One thing that's bad about the game that I showed you is that you have like a draconic summon scrolls. You have regular scrolls. You have special scrolls. Then you've got fucking diamonds. Then you got like special diamonds. Then you got right? Like they got so many fucking garbage currency that it is very annoying to farm. I genuinely think FGO needs to keep it the way it is. Because FGO simplicity on the Saint Court gacha is what makes them make the most profitable money. Because remember, Analog, people are fucking stupid. And that's including me as well, of course. because many currencies is a pain in the ass, and people are not smart enough to maintain that circumstances. You know why? Because some of us can't maintain our fucking finances while we're playing a gambling game. Right? Let's be honest. Some people don't have or should not have the money, but we still gamble. We still gamble because we are silly people. But I do like your idea, Analog, but I think in a way, um, I think in a way, I do wish, I don't know. I don't know. I think I like that idea, though. Analog. I think I do like that idea. But I kind of, I don't know. I think we should have a different ticket, right? I think we should just get a different ticket called story ticket. And that will allow us to roll specific story shit. I think that's about it. That should be the only new thing. We should have a regular ticket and a story ticket, and we can get like one story ticket a week or some dumb shit like that. But in order to get the story ticket, right? In order for you to get this one story ticket, chat, right? You do have to finish your weekly mission. And I think that is a good implementation of forcing people to do weeklies, right? Do one story mission, right? Because A, that means that people will have to do the weekly mission. And doing weekly mission will allow people to move forward their accounts, whether it's moving story or leveling up their servants, leveling up their account, etc., etc., etc. I think so. I think that's a good idea, Analog. I think we should have a different currency slash ticket, but I think we should have a story ticket specifically for story summons. Because in technicality, in 1 year, we're gonna have about 72 tickets, right? Am I dumb? How many weeks are in a year? There's 52 point whatever in a week. So we'll get 52 tickets in a week. So, yeah, sorry. Thank you, Spiritual. Yeah, 52 tickets. So in 1 year, Losengo's going to be giving us a free 52 tickets, which would actually might go but fuck nowhere, right? But it will also help out newer accounts kind of boost their shit. That means that the rate of the story might get nerfed. It could. It really could. But at this point, you're not rolling story already. So fucking who cares? Right? Who fucking cares? But this is the single we're talking about though. Um, you should say this is Aniplex we're talking about. You see my emote? There's a reason why my emote is called Aniplex and not Lasengo. Okay? Lasengo does not mind giving us more free shit. Adiplex is a greedy son of a bitch. And that's why we're having predicaments that are currently, that is today.